What's up, guys? Weather Wednesday coming at you with another Watcher of Realms video. And today we've got something very exciting. It's the beginning of the very first fusion like this in Watcher of Realms. If you have played Raid Shadow Legends, as I have, this is a very familiar concept where we have to collect a bunch of rares to turn them into a bunch of epics, to turn them into this guy, Krodor, a legendary defender. Now, previously in this game, we've had fragment fusions that are really easy. I don't expect that this to be too much more difficult, but it will be a little more resource heavy. Now, so far, we've got two things in the game where we can get two of these rare heroes. One, I already collected in Brave Conquest. Need 4,050 points to get Gogran. You're going to need 16 of these to turn into 4 epics to turn into 1 legendary. The other thing, well, we've got Spiritual Altar coming tomorrow, but the other thing is in the Oracle Trial. If you go to Vault in the Sands, you basically have to do Gear Raid 2 to get one of the rares. Unfortunately, sometimes when they do the fragment fusions, you can get extra fragments in the rewards for placing top 3. Doesn't look like that's going to be an option. So I'm guessing, and I haven't looked to see if there's like a schedule or anything, I'm guessing that you're going to have to do every single event. I don't see a schedule. Maybe there's something in the notices or something. Okay, yeah, here we have a schedule. So let's see how many events there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there are 19 options, it looks like. So that's not so bad. But there's something that you're going to need to want to be very careful of. And that's, you don't accidentally want to turn those rares or epics into food. You see, I've got 2 Gogrins already. I already have them up to 4 stars, fully promoted. And that's what I'm going to do as soon as I get any of these rares. I'm just going to instantly go, and I'm going to make sure that they are locked, so you can unlock and lock them. Make sure that they are locked. Try to promote them as quickly as possible. Obviously, I assume that you're able to summon them, unless they've said somewhere otherwise. Maybe you get lucky and you summon one of the rares or the epics. I don't know if it's possible, but I would imagine they would be. So you could get lucky and it could become even easier. So basically, you got to go to Draga, and you got to add. See, I've got 2 of those locked, but you need to get those to level 40, 4-star promoted, and then you're going to go to, when you get your Dragas, you're going to have to get them all the way to 5-star level 50 promoted. I assume that you have to level, yeah, you have to level max them too. So it's not incredibly difficult, but you have to be careful to not accidentally turn one of your rares into food, because that could, or not even food, but when you go here and you go to sell your 3-star heroes, I don't have any right now, but it could be very easy to accidentally sell those. So you're gonna have to be very careful over the next couple of weeks during this event to not do that, especially coming up this weekend. So that's the number one thing that I would be careful for. Everything else, they tell you what you need to do. So just go to notices, go to time limited hero fusion event. You can see, we're gonna have dual champions coming up, of course. Awakening of Heroes, Vault in the Sands, Mystery of Artifacts, all the normal stuff. I'll look real quick. I don't see anything that I haven't seen before. So it looks like you'll have plenty of opportunities, even if you accidentally miss an event. If I counted correctly, there's 19 chances to get rares, but you're definitely going to want to make sure that you summon, get at least enough summoning done for that. I'm probably going to summon a good amount this weekend. Feel like getting a legendary, so we'll see how that goes, but I just wanted to talk about this fusion real quick and make sure that you don't do anything that you're going to regret. Other than that, I mean, really, this is kind of what we would be doing in the game anyway. I don't feel like this is very complicated. I mean, whenever there is an Oracle trial, I pretty much do it. I probably would have skipped Gear Raid 2, but I already have it done, so I'm not going to be worried about this stuff too much. It looks like I don't have a whole lot of competition here yet, but it's only day one. But I got that done very quickly. It doesn't take an insane amount of energy. One thing to consider is saving up energy for each of these events. Make sure that you have either energy or the diamonds to do it. Every day I try to buy as many of the huge stamina potions from the Dwarven Association. So I also try to buy all the auto fight battles that I possibly can. And right now would be a good time to be buying all of the 1 and 2 stars that you can from the shop. And I mean, if you want, you could buy the insignias. I don't know if they're technically worth it or not. I haven't done that math. It's easy enough. I mean, the promotion raids, they're not hard. I mean, you can progress through these pretty early in the game, to be honest. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to ignore Extreme 2, not because it's hard, but because I usually want something very specific when I'm promoting. I either want the epics or I want the golds, and I don't typically worry too much about the extracts. They typically come, like, I don't really run out of those. If I was desperate for those, obviously Extreme 2 would make a lot more sense, but that's never been a big issue for me. Other than that, I mean, I don't feel like this is really going to be a whole lot harder than a normal fusion. It's going to take some extra food, but that's fine. So I don't know about you guys, but if you play this game long enough, you're going to max out all the heroes. I mean, I've got more epics leveled up to 60 and fully promoted than epics that I don't have to level 60. You know, I still have some that I need to upgrade, but I started upgrading, you know, my rares, my epics that I'll never use or hardly ever use. I'm running out of heroes to level up, to be honest. So really, it should help whenever there's, whenever there's a hero leveling up event. I can't think of what they're called off the top of my head. Let's see, Corridor of Glory, I think. Whenever there's one of those, well, that's a good time to be leveling things up. So that's probably when I'll be leveling up my epics, just to have something to level up, because I'm running out of things to level up. So yeah, I wouldn't stress too much about having enough to do this fusion. The game gives you enough. Like, as long as you show up every day, and it didn't even take me very long today to get those the two rares. What are they called? Gogrun. Like, I probably spent like, well, I auto battled some stuff, but it didn't take very much time really to. I got these both done very early today. Wasn't hard, it wasn't complicated. I've got 2 out of the 16 done, and we've got a couple weeks to do this all. Let's see, it starts today, obviously. It runs through the 8th, so that is 18-ish days, 19 days total to get it done. And I imagine they'll give us a few days after this, I don't know, to actually complete it. But, if you show up and do what they ask, it's not going to be hard. Like, the fusions and raid can be very difficult, especially for early game. But I haven't had the same problem with anything in Watcher of Realms. I feel like they make it pretty achievable. They just want you to show up and play every day. And really, just have to show up and play for every event. I'd say it's pretty doable for pretty much anybody who wants to play this game regularly. If you only show up and play 10 minutes a day, maybe it'd be very difficult for you. But this game would be very difficult for anybody that doesn't have a little bit of time for grinding, at least for auto battling in your sleep. So I'm excited for a new legendary. I have no idea if he's any good. I haven't heard of any. Maybe somebody's play tested him. I don't have access to the test server or anything like that. I'm not on the Forerunner, and I haven't watched any videos on the fusion. But I would take any legendary in this game, because you never know when somebody might be good. Now, maybe people are already saying he's like the best thing ever, but I have no idea. I honestly don't really need a lot of defenders. I already have a bunch of defenders from the Northerner faction, but maybe he's amazing. You never know. So I'm gonna go for it, definitely. Because that's what this game is all about, is hero collecting. So good luck to you. I hope that this doesn't overwhelm you, but I don't think it will. Just do what that game asks you to do. And the only difficult thing might be is if you don't have enough summons, but really, if you play the game, I think the game usually gives you enough summons to do just about anything that you need. So good luck, and we'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it. Gives me something to do, because I was kind of running out of things to do. I still have some progression in some areas, but nothing was exciting me too much, so I'm really glad to have a fusion. I hope that they do these more regularly. Monthly would be great, because the game needs more heroes. Gonna be honest. Running out of things to build. So it'd be great if they did more. So tell me what you think about the fusion. Have you heard anything about him? Is he great? Does this look pretty easy to you? It looks pretty easy to me. We'll find out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Weiler Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to build up that sub count. I'm a very small creator, but I really appreciate your support. So I will catch you in the next video.